Fibre is becoming more and more important to the cable TV industry, and here at ANGA I'm joined by VIAVI's Senior Director of Test and Measurement, Craig Black. Craig, thanks for talking to us at Fibre Systems. What trends are you seeing in Fibre in CATV?
Well, thanks for having me, Brian. It's great to be here at ANGA, and lots of trends going on in fiber these days related to the cable industry. Probably one of the more critical ones is the use of DWDM technology to support DWDM or DAA and RFI implementations. I think from my standpoint, one of the hardest things to do is get ahead of the curve, understand the technologies that you're going to need to support any new deployments that you're going to be doing. And so DWDM is one of the ways that with your existing network, you can get a lot more out of it, a lot more wavelengths, things like that. That's going to also help you bridge the gap for things like 5G to come and things of that nature. So DWDM testing is really one of the big ones that we see.
And is that the same for access networks generally, or is there different trends going on there?
You know, I think it is. It's really access is really where we're seeing that trend because of what's going on with RFI, and so I think it's really primarily in the access that we're seeing a lot of that. Yeah.
Now, obviously, everybody's talking about fibre and how we need more and more fibre in the network, and everyone agrees on that. But what for you are the issues with the operators and also the installers?
You know, I think one of the things is they're really, the challenges are getting people to do the right level of testing at the right time, take the right workflows and processes, and push those through to get the network built right so that when you go to turn it up, you can activate it seamlessly without having to go back and do a bunch of rework. And so having the right test equipment, having the right test process and procedure, driving the right amount of automation through that test process is probably the most critical thing, because time is money for our customers. And so what they really want is us thinking through how do we get the right workflow down to the device, get that test to happen as quickly and seamlessly as possible, and get those results pushed out, whether it's to the cloud or to some sort of server that allows them to validate that the work was done properly. That way when they go to activate that network, it works 100% of the time, not half the time.
And it's going to be even more critical, of course, with 5G just around the corner.
Absolutely. More endpoints with fiber in your network means you have a lot more potential for problems in the network if you have bad connections, if the construction is done improperly, things like that. And so doing the right amount of test and doing, you know, not too much, not too little is kind of a fine line for a lot of customers to walk. So our job isn't just to sell test equipment that you see here. It's to talk to them about what they're trying to achieve, kind of what their budgets, what their time allocations, what all of that, and make sure that we get the right level of testing done and the right test process built so that they can execute properly. Otherwise, they're really going to struggle.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
So VIAVI emphasising that testing is critical for the 5G networks of the future.